Welcome back everyone, and prepare to be bedazzled, because today we're going to be perusing eBay for stellar deals on horror movie action figure loss. Without further ado, without further delay, let's allow the perusing to commence. We're going to refine the search via price plus shipping, highest first, and see what we stumble upon. So off the get-go we have 12 McFarlane horror movie figures. Are any of these deemed NECA figures? I do not believe so. It's quite expensive to pay $259.95 plus sales tax. At almost $285, you're paying, let's just do the math real briefly, almost $24 per figure, so it's a definite pass. As much as I love the Nightmare on Elm Street series, on the Friday the 13th series, I just cannot vindicate, I just cannot warrant, I just cannot justify buying these figures at close to $24 per figure, so it's a definite pass. Let's move along. We get 6 Chucky figures. Are they shoddy? Are they subpar Chucky figures? They look more akin to keychains. Oh, they are key rings. Then, well, actually, they may have points of articulation. So I'm unsure about how many points of articulation they have, if they possess any. Do they have latitude for dynamic posability? No. If they do possess articulation, it is relatively scant. And these key rings are around 8 centimeters tall. I believe there's 2.53 centimeters in an inch, so they're around 3 inches tall. You're better off getting a McFarlane Toys Chucky or a NECA Chucky action figure. Let's continue scouring the depths of eBay, the bowels of eBay, for more horror movie figure loss. I think we have some sideshow collectible figures that are part of a 1/6 action figure scale. I was right about that. They presumably stand around 12 inches tall. Did sideshow collectibles churn them out? Presumably, but I'm not 100% certain. You get variants of Jason Voorhees and a couple of Freddy Krueger figures. I'm not too keen on buying duplicate figures, so again, that's another lot that doesn't warrant its price. Here's something a bit more compelling. You get more for variety, but I don't believe in paying top dollar for the 8-inch figures wearing cloth attire. Their articulation is eminently finite. They only have around 14 points of articulation, and they just look shoddy and lackluster relative to higher quality figures. I'd rather my figures don plastic wardrobes and cloth attire. Let's see this. Another horror movie figure lot. The starting bid price actually is no longer a starting bid, but the winning bid at this juncture is $101.15 plus sales tax. Around $110. Is edging close to $30 per figure. But right now it's almost $28 per figure. It's a definite pass. You're better off getting NECA alien figures for around that price point than these zombie characters. So there's nothing here that's too tantalizing to entice me, to incentivize me, to compel me to buy any of these lots. You can seldomly stumble upon a stellar deal for a horror movie action figure lot. These horror movie figures are covetable and highly desirable, and people seldomly relinquish them. They are deterred to sell them. They do not want to part with them. Here we go. We have some Universal Monster figures. It's too expensive for $135.25 plus sales tax. I'd raise the price to close to $150, almost $50 per figure. I love the Diamond Select Universal Monsters. I would go with those, or the NECA Universal Monsters. The Jada Toys Universal Monsters seem to be meritorious figures, but it would behoove you to not succumb, to not acquiesce, to not concede, to not accede to paying scalper prices for them. They probably retailed for closer to $25 to $30 rather than $50. Here we go. We have a lot of horror movie figures. You got the Jason Voorhees mask. I'm not a fan of those 3.75-inch figures. How many figures comprise this lot? Presumably under 20. Let's count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's about 13 figures. That's an estimation. So let's just do the math. I just impetuously counted. Bear with me. When you factor in the sales tax charge, you're presumably going to be paying close to $34 per figure. And now all these figures are part of a 1/10 action figure scale. One of them is around 8 inches, and the Scream figure, as you know, is around 4 inches, so it's quite disappointing. Hopefully there will be some stellar deals for horror movie action figure lots that surface in the pending future. Will they populate on eBay in the pending future? Will they emerge on eBay anytime in the imminent future? That is an enigma. The future is obscured beyond a veil of time. But as of right now, at this juncture, at this confluence of time and space, you're inapt. You're unlikely to find a stellar deal for horror movie action figures. People are retaining their NECA figures and their McFarlane Toys horror movie figures, and they are disinclined to sell them anytime soon. This figure of Ghostface is extraordinary, as well as this Freddy Krueger figure and Pennywise figure, but they're not worth over $50 each, let alone a price close to that price point. We do have some other loss, but their prices are too steep for me to vindicate purchase on them. I hope that you found this video to be enthralling and insightful. Have a blissful day. Goodbye.